Hi, I'm Blake Tucker, Beverage Director at Taste Catering, back with 1 Minute Cocktails and a quick history lesson this week on the Collins. The Collins is a drink that is made with spirit, lemon juice, simple syrup, and a little bit of sparkling water. When it's made with gin, it's called a Tom Collins. This is because in the early days of gin in Britain in the 17 and 1800s, gin distribution was often done a little surreptitiously. Often you'd have to go to an out-of-the-way street to go find a little cat sculpture on the wall with a coin slot. This was the gin distributor. You'd put your money in the coin slot, and out of the cat's mouth would pour the gin. You'd need to bring your own vessel to fill it up, but of course, you're in an alley with a tomcat. So this style of gin came to be known as Old Tom Gin or Old Tomcat Gin. And you will see this today on bottles like this Hodling Distilling Anchor Old Tom Gin. You will see that all over the place. That Bar Hill gin I used recently was also called Tomcat Gin. This gin style was popular before the rise of London Dry style gin. That's because this had a lot of additives, a lot of fruit thrown in, sometimes sugar thrown in, sometimes barrel aged. And because we call it Tom Gin or Old Tom Gin, the Tom Collins or Old Tom Collins is the drink that we are used to today. So, how do we make a Tom Collins? Well, first, we need to pour out a little bit of gin, lemon juice, and syrup. So we'll start with 1.5 ounces of Old Tom Gin. You can, of course, do this with London Dry Gin, but it wouldn't be a Tom Collins in a true way then. Then you want 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice and 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. Then we'll fill this with ice and seal and shake. Then for simplicity's sake, I'm going to just pour these both into my glass at the same time. A little sparkling water and the gin mix. Voila. The garnish is just a lime wedge in case you like it a little more citrusy. And of course, your metal straw is always a good option. Taste's very own Chef Aaron will be at the Burlingame Farmers Market every Sunday selling barbecue meats and sides. If you go early, you can catch one of Rick's apple turnovers. I hope to see you there. Cheers.